That's a live look from the crowds that have surrounded the courthouse as many people tried to get inside, but because there is limited seating, this is the spillover crowd as folks are just being riveted by what is happening here. And on the right hand side of your screen is another vantage point of the courthouse. You can also see a little bit of these metal barricades that police have put into place to try and create just the calmest of situations right here, as there are hundreds of people gathering on the sidewalks as everyone awaits that sentencing. Coming up in just about 20 minutes or so, we are going to be speaking with a criminal defense attorney, and we wanted to share this with you. We want you to share your questions. What kind of questions do you have about the Sean Diddy Combs sentencing? We're going to pose some of those questions with criminal defense attorney Jeremy Rosenthal coming up at noon Eastern time. So if you have a question, all you have to do is scan the QR code on the upper right-hand side of your screen. The defense is asking for the judge to rule for time served, meaning could Sean Diddy Combs walk out as a free man, while the prosecution is asking for the full punishment? And so we've been hearing from experts, there is a general consensus possibly that Sean Diddy Combs could get 4 to 5 years in prison, but that has yet to be determined. As happening right now, there are a number of people that are sharing their statements in front of the judge. We do know that several of Sean Diddy Combs's children will be sharing their statements. We also know that a pastor is going to be speaking on behalf of Sean Diddy Combs, and possibly some doctors who have treated Sean Diddy Combs while he was behind bars. Now, we were expecting this morning to hear from one of Sean Diddy Combs' alleged victims, known as Mia. However, she has now decided that she will not share her statement live in person. She had been talking with the prosecution, and they said that she felt like she couldn't take to the stand and share what she had to say because of a statement written on behalf of the attorneys for Sean Diddy Combs. So we did want to share a little bit more with you as we are getting minute-to-minute updates by the Associated Press. So Sean Diddy Combs' attorneys had submitted a letter objecting to Mia speaking, claiming that she lied under oath. That letter objecting to Mia speaking at the sentencing says, quote, virtually everything that came out of her mouth was a lie. She is not a victim of anything. She got to lie. She got to testify with a false identity. She got to try out her fake voice for a jury of savvy New Yorkers. But she also saw the consequences of lying to a jury. They do not believe you. So she was meant to be the only accuser to speak today. However, the assistant U.S. attorney said that she changed her mind about speaking in court after that letter submitted by Combs's lawyers. Prosecutors said that the letter, quote, can only be described as bullying, and the judge agreed, concluding that, quote, the tone of the defense's letter was inappropriate and advised Combs's lawyers not to do it again. So I did want to stay on this question, as you can scan that QR code on the upper right-hand side of your screen. In just about 20 minutes, we're going to be joined live by criminal defense attorney Jeremy Rosenthal as we do await the sentencing that will be imposed on Sean Diddy Combs. A live look right here at 3 different camera angles, as in the middle you can see just the massive amounts of crowds that have congregated on the sidewalks here outside the New York City Federal Courthouse as we do await that sentencing. So the very last update from the Associated Press, and I'm just taking a look right here live, is that prosecutors have argued that Combs has not owned up to his crime. So the district attorney slamming Combs's letter last night that he submitted to the judge, seeking leniency, saying that Combs portrayed himself as the victim of his own bad behavior. The prosecutor said, quote, even in his submission last night, his remorse was qualified. And I did want to share just a little bit of that statement with you. We're going to put that on your screen right here. This is a live look. This is just an excerpt, but I did want to read it to you in its entirety, just so you can get a better idea as to exactly what Sean Diddy Combs submitted to the judge. So this is the entire statement right here.